All right, welcome everybody to Blackjack Stewart Arena for some U15 male prep action. This is your play-by-play commentator, Seth Rock, doing my second game of play-by-play. Pretty excited, but some more exciting news here. I'm joined with Corey Thiessen, the new guy. He's going to be doing some play-by-play or some color commentary. Just take it away, Corey. How excited are you for this first game?
Well, I'm excited to be here today. Just coming right out of the gate in warm-ups. It looks like these guys are here to play, so I think it should be a good afternoon of hockey here.
Yeah, as we are still waiting for the Pilot Mound Buffaloes to come out, RHA has entered the ice and they are getting ready for this game. As I said, we are still waiting on the Pilot Mound Buffaloes, but it looks like they are coming out here. It's the first time I've been able to cover the U15 male Pilot Mound Buffaloes team in a long time, as you know, with all the COVID stuff going on around and just not being able to come here. I've been in Morden a bit covering some of those PV Hawks girls games as well, so it's good to see these guys back in action. And for your first game here with ASTV, how is it to cover the U15 team? As normally we are covering the U17 team, but today we got some U15 action.
Yeah, I think it's always great to shake things up a little bit. It looks like we should have a good game here today. Even just in the warm-ups, these guys are coming out pretty quick, so I think it should be an entertaining game here today.
And I'm just going to let you know, I don't believe you saw the last game between these two teams, but the last time these two teams did match up, RHA took a commanding win in that one. 10-0 was the score. They really asserted their dominance in this game, and Pilot Mound really looking to establish some of their own presence in this game as they want to get back into the win column. They have been struggling a little bit this year, whereas RHA has been one of the top teams in the league. So it's one of the bottom feeder teams looking to get back in the win column against one of the top teams. How do you think Pilot Mound fares in this matchup?
Well, I mean, it's never fun to be on the receiving end of a game like that, but at the same time, I think that provides some learning experiences, some lessons to be learned. So I think they're going to be coming out looking to learn from that and to try and improve on that here today.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great way of putting things. But here, I'm going to give out the starting lineups for these two teams. For the U15 Pilot Mound Buffaloes, the two players on the back end will be Carson Carrolls, number 2, and number 6, Landon May, with the forwards being Hank Thompson, number 11, Bo Murray, captain for this team, number 12, and Dwight Sawaski, and in the cage, number 29, Keen Reed. And as for the U15 Rink Hockey Academy, on the blue line, we will be seeing number 10, Tate Dolinsky, along with number 29, Lincoln Pond. And up front, we will see Caleb Chirodo, Wyatt Stinton, and Connor Bear. The goaltender, Grant Catelier as well. So sorry if I had announced any of those names incorrectly, but we know we're giving it our best effort. But I know you don't know too much about this league, as you haven't really got to see too much of it yet. But you have any expectations coming into this game, Corey?
Well, I have been here a couple times in the past, and it's always been a high caliber of play regardless of the age group. So I think we'll have a quick game here today. I think we'll have a competitive game here today, and I think everybody will be out there looking to do their best today.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been a long time, like I said, of me covering these two teams, especially this RHA team. I haven't seen them in a long time, as last time we covered them on the network, I was actually not available because I was at home and I wasn't feeling too well. So this is my first time in a long time watching this RHA team. The first few games I actually covered with ASTV was this U15 RHA team. So it's going to be exciting to see them. I know they got a lot of speed and pep in their step. And as for Pilot Mound, I remember this team being a very aggressive team on the forecheck, and they may not have the most as much skill as this RHA team, but they definitely do have heart, and they have a lot of good depth players on this team. And as the time winds down here, as we start to get closer and closer to puck drop, it's interesting to see these two teams, do this warm up. Obviously, both are just shooting on their goaltenders right now, but you often do see interesting warm up drills that these teams do before the games, but doesn't seem like they have been doing too many of those yet, have they?
No, I haven't seen anything too out of the ordinary yet, but the one point that has stuck out to me is I've been seeing some pretty quick shots, some pretty snappy shots here, so I can only imagine what they have in store for us once puck drops.
And as for you guys, like I said before, this is my second play-by-play game with ASTV. I'm normally doing color commentary or I'm the third man in, but I'm pretty excited to be doing this again. It's always a good learning experience to get your play-by-play in, and I think before the broadcast you were saying this is your third or fourth time doing color commentary, so just to explain to everyone at home how much it means to you to be doing this and how excited you are for this game. I know you've said it a few times already, but it's really nice to hear the input of some guys, testing the waters with their new abilities.
Yeah, I agree. It's always a good time to be out. I'm glad to be part of a great team here at ASTV. I always enjoy getting out to the rink. A lot of my time is spent on the ice as an official, so it's nice to be able to help break down the game a little bit, take a look from a different perspective.
Yeah, and obviously I've never been an official or a ref in my life, but I know that job is a pretty tough job, and just explain to everybody, how you deal with sometimes, the fans get a little bit angry at you. Just explain to everyone at home how, you just tune it out, or do you just tune it out, or what goes on when fans start to get aggravated with the officiating?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, the fans pay their price of admission, so, they have kind of a right to their 2 cents. For the most part, even when it starts to get out of hand, I personally just tune it out for the most part. Until it gets to the point where it distracts you from your duties as an official, you gotta let it go in one ear and out the other. If it gets to the point it distracts you, you go over to the coaches and just explain it needs to get under control, but in 15 years of doing it, I haven't ever had to do that, so you just got to drown most of it out.
Yeah, that's a very good way of looking at things. Like I said, I've never personally been a ref or an official myself, so I've always been curious what it's like to be in that position, and it seems like you've been in all different areas. You've played a little bit of hockey yourself. Have you played a little bit of hockey yourself too when you were younger?
Just a little bit of rec hockey, nothing near the caliber of this, but as an official I've done entry-level stuff to, sorry everybody, just a buzzer there. No, I've done entry-level stuff to guys that have played over 100 games in the AHL, so every game brings an opportunity and an experience.
Well, yeah, and that experience is always good, and now, you get to see, you've been pretty much all angles, I guess you could say. You've officiated, you've played a little bit of rec hockey here and there, and you're getting to do some color commentary, so it's a pretty cool thing to say, that you've been able to be at all parts of the game. You've seen games from all different angles, so looks like the teams are starting to pack the pucks up and getting ready for this initial draw. Personally for myself, I'm very excited to get back into action with this U15 team. As I said before, I haven't seen them play in quite a while, so it should be a refreshing thing to see, get back into the thick of things with this U15 Pilot Mound team, and they got a very tough opponent ahead of them in the RHA U15 team that's had a very solid year so far. So, Pilot Mound definitely looking to really establish some confidence by getting a win against one of the better teams. Just, kind of go into how good it is for a team how good it would be for a team like Pilot Mound to get a victory over this strong RHA team.
I think it would definitely be a big boost to their confidence. I think they got to work together as a team, good communication, some good puck work. Try and get out there, get a quick goal, and go from there.
I'll look after it in the intermission. And it looks like both teams are getting ready for this opening draw. Both benches are into the game already, snapping their sticks. Here we go. We're about to have an intense matchup. Both teams looking to win this opening draw. Here we go, and we're about to see the puck drop. And the face-off is tied up by RHA, and Pounds goes to get that puck. He chips it up along the boards, and here come the Buffaloes. This is an initial offside, and we got a stoppage of play pretty early, only 9 seconds into the game.
Well, like we said, pretty quick offside here. However, Pilot Mound managed to get the puck towards RHA's general end of the ice, so let's see if they can get some good puck movement here.
And here comes Pilot Mound as they try to chip that puck past the blue line as RHA receives it in their own zone. Golinski chips it around the boards. Here comes RHA as they look to break out. Puck is intercepted, and here's Murray. Bo Murray with the puck. He stick handles it. Captain Bo Murray having a very successful year. Has been injured a little bit on the year, but it looks like he is fully healthy and back in the lineup. Here's Dolinski again. He carries it into the Pilot Mound zone. He gets that puck back to his winger. Comes back for number 4, Peyton Kettles. There's a shot on net. Didn't look like Reed saw all of that, but here is Pilot Mound as they regroup behind their own net. Here they come as they start to break it out. Here comes William Chartrand as he chips it into the zone. Kelly is on that, and the goaltender is able to rim it around back for his own team, and RHA starts to break out. Jones chases Sutherland into the zone. The Pilot Mound defender just chips it around the boards. And here comes RHA again as they turn the puck over, and they get a shot, just goes wide of Keane Reed. Sorry if you guys cannot see the puck, it may be in our blind spot, but here's RHA with a shot in the slot, and a great save by Keane Reed early. Kicks that puck to the side, goes into the corner. And here's RHA behind the Pilot Mound zone. RHA, and it looks like Pilot Mound is able to get possession, but a turnover happens at center ice, and RHA gets the puck back. He's Kettles. He stick handles and is in. He throws the puck in front of the net, but it's intercepted by a Pilot Mound player, but the puck is turned over by RHA. Here comes Pilot Mound down the center of the ice. Bo Murray with the puck. Murray gives it to Clausen, I believe that is. And Pilot Mound receives that puck and is moving it in the corner, but RHA turns that puck over, and Pilot Mound's able to dump that puck back into the zone. Captain for the RHA team, Peyton Kettles, dumps that puck back in. And here comes RHA now as they try to circle around. Pilot Mound receives it in their own zone, and they look to break out the puck, but hard on the forecheck again is RHA as they get the puck again in the neutral zone. Schneiderette dumps it in, and it's picked up by Keane Reed behind his own net. Buffalo still are struggling to break the puck out of their own zone. They get it knocked down, and the puck is turned over again. Defenseman for RHA dumps the puck back into the corner. Pilot Mound receives that puck, and there's a big hit along the boards. This RHA team has come out fast out of the gates early, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think both teams have came out of the gate pretty quick here. Buffalo's running into some trouble with turnovers in their own end early on. However, it is still early in the game, and I'm sure they will look to move on from that quickly.
Yeah, sometimes teams are a little bit flat-footed as the game starts, but oftentimes it takes them a few minutes to get fully loaded, and Pilot Mound looking to get fully loaded as this period gets to the 3-minute mark. RHA gets that puck. Here's Turner. Turner stick handles and dumps it towards the net. And it's on the stick of number 7, Matthew Gard. He's held up along the boards, and here's Captain Bo Murray with the puck. He tries to send it to center, but that puck is turned over again by RHA. And here comes Captain Bo Murray. He shoots, and it's a glove save by Brant Cotillier.
Would be nice here to maybe see a little more shots on net. Both teams are working at that, so I suspect we should see that going up here in the next little bit.
And Pilot Mound wins the draw. Nice kickback on that face-off draw. There's Pilot Mound below the goal line trying to work it around, but the RHA team turns it over, and here they come as they break out of the zone. Nice quick move by Ponce. And Pilot Mound intercepts it in their own zone, and they look to break out again. Here they come. Tries to get stopped up just before the blue line, but RHA turns that puck over again at the blue line, and here they come. Nice move, wow. Number 44, Jack Pilos, few fancy moves as he tried to enter the zone, and Pilot Mound's looking to get that puck out of their own zone again, but here comes RHA. They chip it around behind the net. It looks like there will be a penalty on Pilot Mound here. And it is for cross-checking, and it looks like RHA is going to the power play early on in this game. And explain how, RHA going to the power play early, and they've already seemed to have a lot of pep in their step. Just explain how early, or how much this power play means for RHA this early in the game.
I think it's certainly a chance for them to be able to set the tone and to be able to take some charge out there. It's always an advantage to be a man up, so I believe the Buffaloes will look to keep the puck out of their own end as much as possible here. Yeah,
definitely, and very big if the RHA can get the first goal. You always love to get the first goal, and you can pad onto your power play stats if you're RHA. Here they are as they try to cycle that puck around. Here's Green. He holds the puck, he shoots it at the net. Rebound came out, but no RHA player there, but they receive it again. Here's Kettles. He throws it on the boards. Sorry, that puck might be in the blind spot of the camera, but here's Kettles on the point again with the puck. He throws it towards the net, but his own teammate Bear picks it up, and he slings it, and it's kicked aside by Keane Reed. RHA behind Pilot Mound's net. Kettles again with the puck on the point. He's going to throw it back down. The puck in front, and Bear with a shot, but is unable to drive it home, and a great save by Keane Reed. He picks up two there. Two rebound saves, and my apologies for everyone at home. I may have accidentally knocked down the scoreboard camera, so I was just going to try and get that fixed up right there. I think it's good now, but a lot of opportunities early on this power play for RHA. Puck comes out in front of the net, and Pilot Mound trying to get those pucks away, but here's Thompson as he receives it on the blue line. Puck goes across. RHA looking to get that puck on net as they cycle that puck around. They move it back, and he circles up towards the hash marks, and here's a shot from the blue line just over the top of Keane Reed. Didn't go in quite into the net, though. So the puck is chipped around. Puck comes back for Thompson, but he's unable to receive it, and the Pilot Mound is going to actually get some a breather here as the puck goes out of their own zone.
Yes, I think they certainly needed to get the puck out of their own end there. Rink was putting on quite a show with 4 shots on net in the first 45 seconds of that power play. The Buffaloes certainly needed to get that puck out of their own end, get a fresh set of legs out there.
Yeah, and what a rush there by Ryan Stinton, being able to move that puck from his own zone up the ice. Here's Collins. He chips it down for Stanton. Puck comes up for Collins. He gets it for Thompson. Thompson tries to unleash that one-timer, but is unable to. And the power play is now over as the puck just barely whistles, and luckily for Pilot Mound there, they're able to get a penalty kill in early.
Yeah, I think that always helps to be able to kill off the penalty. As one team has a chance to assert dominance with the man advantage, the other team can also assert some confidence likewise in being able to kill off the penalty.
Not to mention, if it's normally after a really good penalty kill, teams also gain momentum from that too, so good point there, Corey. As RHA moves the puck behind Pilot Mound's zone. It comes back to the blue line, but it chips over his stick. Ponce, unlucky play for him as the puck kind of just bounces over his stick, and here's Turner. And here comes number 27, Shea Cornley. He tries to, and he gives it for Ponce, who tried to put it on that. Here's another shot for Ponce. The rebound is loose. Keane Reed makes the pad save, and a chance in front is stopped by Ponce again. Another shot, and it's off the pad of Keane Reed. Some excellent puck movement early. Turner a shot, and it goes right into the glove of Keane Reed, but early on, it just seems to be all RHA here, despite even having that early power play. Just a lot of good, smart heads-up decisions by RHA, and a lot of good passing, wouldn't you say, pretty early?
Yes, I would certainly agree with that statement. I think there's been a lot of good puck movement from both sides early on here.
Yeah, certainly, and RHA wins another face-off. Here's Scheinbrat. He gives that puck back, and he gets it again on the blue line. He's trying to just chips that puck into the zone. Carter front. Here's a shot, and it's a goal. Number 44, Jack Billoos, who gets that puck right in the slot. No one home covering him, and he just slings that puck to the back of the net.
Yeah, certainly good to get a goal relatively early on here. I think both teams are pretty much on a clean slate still. They both have a chance to assert their dominance, and I think the Buffaloes will be looking to come back from one early on here.
Yeah, the Buffaloes needing to establish some of their own momentum early, and here they are. Bo Murray tries to get it to line mate Liam Chartrand, but is unable to make that pass. And here's Carroll's in the Buffalo zone, trying to get it out, and here's Chartrand again. Bo Murray, nice toe drag around the defender, and here's Kelly. Kelly now comes down the wing. He's going to try and he's going to shoot that puck, and I don't know if it hit off someone in front, but that puck goes wide, and here the RHA tries to regroup behind their own net.
I think the Buffaloes certainly needed to get someone man on that play. They left RHA wide open for the puck. Need to try and get on the puck in the opposing zone.
Nice turnover by Kelly, but he's pretty frustrated because he shot that puck over the net, but a good hard-working shift there for Kelly. RHA having a little bit of trouble getting puck out of their zone, but they finally do, and the puck goes all the way down where Carson Carrolls picks up the puck. He's going to look for an outlet as he gets that puck up the ice, but it misses his teammate, number 10 on the Buffaloes, Joseph Babalansky. We've got another whistle as we see that puck go back down to the Pilot Mound Buffalo zone. RHA wins that draw, and they pick it back into the zone. Number 14, Niles Schaefer, gets it back to Kettles. Kettles, oh, and he accidentally stick handles that puck out of the zone, and they're going to have to regroup as they look to try and get the puck back into the Buffalo zone. Stinton tries to get that for Kettles, but he puts it back all the way to his goaltender. Stinton now. My bad, that was Kettles, Captain Kettles. Kettles now looking to stop Kelly. Kelly, a few nice moves in his own zone, and he kind of gets roughed up by two players on the RHA's end there. Here comes number 14, Brody Green. Green has Kettles and Boynton. Here comes Pilot Mound as they break into the RHA zone. Receives that puck out as they look to break out. Number 17, Caleb Chiroto, throws that puck towards the net, but is unable to get it on net or to a player. Here come the Buffaloes. They look to break out. That puck is cleared all the way down to goaltender Brent Catelier. Gawinski throws it up for one of his wingers as they try to skate that puck into the zone. I believe it is Thompson with the puck. Ponce. Here comes RHA. They're looking to regroup. Turner gets that puck at the line, but is stopped up by Sawatsky, but the puck is turned over again by RHA. Here comes Bear. Nice move around the defender there. Bear again throws the puck up to the blue line. Dolinski throws that puck back, but changing player was leaving the ice, so it gets out of the zone. Here's Thompson as he's going to look to carry back in the zone. Thompson, already really fast game for Thompson, being able to make a few skilled moves and get a few chances on net so far. He's also got a little bit of power play time so far. Puck is stopped up right before the goaltender by Pilot Mound, but a nice keep in there by Dolinski. And the puck is covered up by Keane Reed as the puck kind of bounced in front, and a glorious opportunity for Graham Jones, but he's unable to get it past Keane Reed.
Yeah, right now I think the Buffaloes are going to be looking to get some more shots on goal just past the midway point of the first period. Only one shot on net.
Oh, and another, right as you say that, a shot goes in from the blue line. That is number 28, Noah Schneider. I don't know if it hit anything on the way through, but just kind of one of those shots that, you know, finds a deflection. Don't know off who, if it was a Pilot Mound defender or it was one of his own teammates, but that kind of just flutters in from the point off a tip.
Yeah, I saw that one go straight in. He obviously saw an opportunity, so he grabbed that check and took it straight to the bank.
Yeah, and those shots in the blue line, you know, they don't, a lot of times they don't have much on them, but they can be sneaky shots, don't you think?
Yes, I certainly agree. It's probably one that Reed would like to have back, but a goal doesn't always have to be pretty. A goal is a goal.
Exactly, and it's safe to say Keane Reed's already seen his fair share of rubbers so far in today's game, but yeah, Pilot Mound up 2-0, just over halfway through the first period. Here comes RHA as they bring the puck into the Pilot Mound Buffalo zone. He gets that puck for Schneiderrat. He shoots and it hits off a defender. Hey, here's RHA. They got the puck again. Here's Thompson on the blue line. He fires it and it's tipped again. But that puck is stoned aside by Keane Reed.
Yeah, I think Reed is certainly doing his part for the Buffaloes tonight here so far. 10 shots on net. He's steered aside 8 of them. The Buffaloes just have to get some shots on net at this point. It's over halfway through and only 1 shot on net. It's tough to put up too many goals like that.
Yeah, certainly. And Cotillier with a nice pass. Goaltender gets it all the way up the ice before, as you may have seen just before. He's trying to send one of his own players, but no goal on the play. But RHA does have the puck in the Buffalo zone. Loose gets that puck after a weird bounce. Back to defender. Here's RHA. They look to settle that puck, but a nice play in front of his own net defender. Carson Carrolls to shot off the blocker. And it looks like there may be another penalty on the play.
Nope, that's a hand pass call. I personally saw the puck bounce off his glove. I didn't see the pass, but we're not the officials.
No, we're not the officials, but you have officiated a fair share of your game, so you know a lot more than I do as far as that side of the game goes.
At the end of the day, it was a minor call. It's not going to have any effect on the game. Just a chance for both teams to reset and get back at her.
Yeah, you know, change up their lines, get some tired guys off if they need to. But here's Stinkin. He's battling for that puck, and there's a big hit. That looked like it might be a head contact. And we got a whistle right here.
We got an interference call. Buffaloes will be getting their first power play of the game, just over midway point of the first period on an interference call. Face off down in the rink, and rink wins the draw.
And here comes RHA as they're looking to get that puck out of their own zone, and they do clear. But I thought I'd like to mention for the Buffaloes, they are missing 3 of their 4 starting centers with COVID or symptoms of COVID. So, you know, it's very tough when a lot of your centers are out of lineup, but we're wishing them well and a speedy recovery. They can get off that COVID protocol list, I guess you could say, and back into the lineup. RHA trying to hold that puck in their own zone. 2 Pilot Mound guys battling. A third guy coming in there, and it's a bunch of players just in the mad scramble in the corner. And the puck comes back. Here's Carrolls. Tries to chip that to one of his players, and the puck is thrown in front, but no one's able to get the tip on it. And Pilot Mound looking to reset. Here's Carrolls, who catches a pass just barely, almost missed it. Here's a chance in front. Oh man, and Bo Murray was unable to get that puck right in front of there. He had a wide open net, but was unable to get good wood on it. And the puck shot out by a Pilot Mound player on accident. Missed his defender, but Pilot Mound looking to regroup as they carry it past the center ice.
Yeah, the Buffaloes had 2 golden chances on that last power play, but But I guess that's just how it happens sometimes, so they'll be looking to come back from that, looking for their first shot on net of the power play.
Definitely, yeah, and it's a step in the right direction, you know, starting to get more shots, you know. You need to get on the board somehow, and whether that's through the power play or through, you know, 5-on-5 or even shorthanded, you know, a goal's a goal, like you had mentioned before. So Pilot Mound definitely looking to try to, you know, cut the lead in half.
Certainly. I mean, right now they got to get some more shots on goal. Still 27 seconds left on the power play. Being outshot 10-3, they got to get some more shots on goal, especially with the man advantage.
Puck back for May. May decides what to do. He throws it towards the net, and a nice tip in front. And another shot is stopped up by goaltender Brant Cotillier. Puck is moved around by Pilot Mound. Looking, and there's a scary hit in below the goal line. No call on the play. Puck comes back for May on the blue line. There's a player behind him just out of the box, and the penalty expires. Here's Carrolls. Carrolls has the puck below the goal line. He throws it around, and RHA maintains possession. And May stops it up just before number 19, Dwight Sawat, or not Dwight Sawatsky, sorry, that's the Pilot Mound player, my bad. Caden Turner almost had a breakaway there, but stopped up by May at center ice. And a hit by Carrolls on one of the players. There's a little bit of shoving going on down there in the corner. Here's Kelly. Kelly already a few good looks in this game for Pilot Mound. Definitely one of the players for Pilot Mound that has feet moving early. Here's Chartrand on the forecheck, is unable to get to the defender, but here's Guard. Guard for RHA, he carries the puck down the ice. He has Ross with him. Ross and Collins. Here's Collins. He throws that puck over for his defender, Kettles. Kettles a shot wide open net and unable to get the puck. Here's Kettles back on the point. He shoots it in. There's a nice tip by Guard, but is unable to get towards the net. And the puck is cleared, and it will be an icing as the Kettles will get that puck and go back down to the offensive zone for another offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, it looks like the puck is heading back to the Buffaloes' end here on the icing call. There was a little bit of shoving a moment ago where I noticed with my official experience that the Buffaloes could have been shorthanded as there was a little bit of shove near the head area. So I think they just want to take this and get the puck out of their end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I did notice that too. Carroll's giving a little bit of shove to the head is right, but refs don't notice everything, and as a player, you want to get your shots in here and there as RHA starts to carry the puck into the offensive zone. Puck is turned over by the Buffaloes as they look to carry the puck out. Number 19 on the puck for the Buffaloes, but the puck is stopped up at the blue line, and here's a 3-on-1. Oh yeah, beautifully done by RHA. 3-on-1, not much you can do on that goal, but what did you think about that goal?
Oh, anytime you have a 3-on-1, you got a good chance at a goal. It's those little mistakes that can kill you. Little bit of a squeaker past the Buffaloes player, but I think they're just going to try to move on from this one.
Yeah, just caught up as a 3-on-1, and it's very hard to defend a 3-on-1, so not really. There's no real chance for Keane Reed to make that save, but play continues here as RHA is again in the Buffalo zone, trying to move pucks around, and here they come. Carson Carrolls looking for an outlet as he just chips that puck in the zone, but it's offside. The loose gets that up. Here's Green. Green now has Hay on him. Tries to toe drag around him, but is unable to. Puck is stopped up at the blue line. Here's Ponce as he tries to chip it through. Green in front. Dolinsky. It's that puck at the blue line. Just barely keeps it in. Puck is shot around behind the net, and here's RHA trying to move the puck around. The loose checked off the puck, and here comes Carson Carrolls.
Buffalo's lucky not to catch a boarding call on that last play, but like you mentioned earlier, the refs cannot see everything.
RHA puts that puck on net. Green again has already had a few opportunities in this game. Here's Bo Murray, captain for Pilot Mound, and here comes the Buffaloes on a chance, almost a breakaway, but a great defensive play by Dolinsky just to hound him until he could get that puck. And here comes the RHA down the ice. They look to throw the puck towards the net and almost hits off a Buffalo's defender's skate and almost into the net, but just goes wide. Here's Bo Murray. Captain Bo Murray tries to chip that puck in. Two Mound players on the play, and with a lot of things I noticed with this U15 league is it's a lot more physical. They're just entering that stage where hitting is starting to become legal. So these players, loving to throw the body, getting used to that kind of play.
Yeah, I'd say it certainly happens a lot of times at this age group. Contact coming into play. A lot of these guys are eager. Massive hit behind the rink zone.
Yeah, Chartrand did not see that one coming.
No, that was big. He's got to keep his head up.
Yeah, keep. And I'd just like to apologize to everybody at home. Our internet seems to be having troubles here and there, so if the stream does get a little bit laggy, we are sorry on behalf of everyone here at ASTV. Just try to bear with us on that. Here's RHA as they get the puck back, and I believe that puck was almost offside, but not quite, as the refs ruled it a good, clean play. But here comes Pilot Mound as they try to get the puck back out of their zone. Here they go. The winger. Sorry if you can't see that puck again. It is in our blind spot, but the puck is cleared by Pilot Mound, and there will be no icing on the play. It must have hit someone. But RHA, Kettle's looking to roll out, and here comes Turner. Turner up for Jones. Jones now skates it in. Nice move, but he is unable to get around the skate. Puck back for Kettles. He still holds on to it as he's getting hounded by Carrolls. Carroll's already seeing a lot of minutes this game. One of the Pilot Mound's more trusted defenders as far as they're playing his own zone comes. Here comes Pilot Mound. Sawatsky chips that by Collins, and he's going to go receive that puck below the goal line. Collins and Sawatsky battling behind the net. Kettles now chips it up for his winger. And Pilot Mound still trying to move that puck in the offensive zone. And the period just comes to an end. To be honest, I was so into the play, I didn't even know that there was barely any time left in the period. But, you know, after one, it is 3-0 for RHA, and they are also leading in the shots, 14-4 after the first period.
Yeah, it's tough to keep up on the scoreboard when you're being outshot 14-4. But I do believe the play of the game has been closer than what the scoreboard dictates. I think there has been some good things from both sides here early on, so I think both teams will look to continue what they built on in the first period.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, Pilot Mound Buffaloes, you know, having a little bit of a hard time trying to get out of their own zone. It just seemed like the speed of RHA, you know, just whether it was them causing turnovers or, you know, just forcing the play really hard, it just seemed a little bit tough for the Buffaloes to get out of their own zone. But the Buffaloes definitely looking to come up with a harder worked first, second period, and believe them to get back into the game as this game goes on.
Yes, I'd certainly agree with that statement. I think in hockey, as with anything in life, the key to it is confidence. And I do believe that there has been a trade-off in terms of confidence level the two teams have been playing with. However, it is only one frame into the game, so I think both teams will be able to build on what has happened going here so far.
Yeah, well said, Corey. But we're going to cut to a quick commercial break, and we're going to see if we can get an interview with U17 Pilot Mound player Laz Constant as he looks to come on for an interview. But for everyone here at ASTV, the first period is now over, and we'll see you when that interview does come along. Stay tuned.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
Live, boys.
All right, and welcome back to Blackjack Stewart Arena. This is Seth Rock, your play-by-play commentator, along with Corey Thiessen, the play-by-play or the color guy this game. I've already gotten mixed up on that twice already today, so my apologies to everybody at home watching on the stream. But Corey, pretty good first period. We've seen a lot of pressure from RHA in that game.
Yes, I think there's certainly been a lot of pressure from RHA. It appears the shots on goal have changed on the scoreboard since we last left you guys. However, still fairly lopsided in favor of RHA. I think that the Buffaloes will be looking to even things up here in the next frame.
Yeah, certainly, and that does happen often. They'll count some shots on goal throughout the intermission, just when they miss things. That's when they have the catch-up period, is when the players are off the ice, and they got time to put the correct numbers up on the board. But yeah, that was a very fast first period, if you ask me. Very quick. Didn't really seem like there was much time to breathe for both teams. But as the game wears on and as you keep going and going, you get more adjusted and more into the game. So it seems like we do have a very fast-paced game going on so far. Wouldn't you say so?
Yes, I certainly agree with that. There has been speed from both ends, more pressure from one end than the other. And I will say, on a side note, this is probably the first arena I've had the pleasure of working in where the dressing rooms have been upstairs.
Yeah, it is a pretty interesting factor. I know when I first got on here too, I realized most dressing rooms you see are normally on a lower level. If not, then there sometimes they are on the main level. But yeah, this is one of those arenas where you got dressing rooms all over, up downstairs and all the way upstairs. So it's a pretty beautiful arena they got here, and a lot of space for multiple teams to come in. So like if there is another showcase here, there is that option for multiple teams to be in multiple different dressing rooms at once. But yeah, it looks like Pilot Mound has joined the ice with RHA, and they are going to be looking to get that puck dropped right away. Players from Pilot Mound are regrouping on the ice. Looks like Keen Reed on one side is getting ready for this game, and goaltender Brant Cotillier, who hasn't seen as much action as Keen Reed, but has been flawless nonetheless. Here we go. The puck's about to drop, and Bo Murray is able to win that puck for Pilot Mound. And here's Hay in his own zone, trying to throw it up for his winger. But RHA is able to turn the puck over, and here they come. Puck is chipped up along the board. The puck is kind of bobbling around the blue line. Here's Murray, now looking for an outlet. Tries to get that puck up, but another great play by RHA. Here's Pilot Mound in their own zone, looking to really try to get the puck out. Here's Hay. He gives it for his other defender on the other side, and here comes Pilot Mound as they get that puck up. Thompson now moves it past defender Delinsky. Here's Ponce now behind his own net. He's going to chip it up, but no one really home, and that puck just kind of slowly rolls up to the winger as RHA enters the zone, and what a move. He comes in, and there will be a penalty on Pilot Mound here.
I believe this will be for hooking.
Yeah, there was a lot of guys hounding him on that play, and in case, most penalties you don't like to take, but if there's a guy right in a point-blank scoring opportunity like that, sometimes it's actually the smart thing to do is just take a penalty and relieve some of that pressure.
Yeah, I would say that was a fairly productive penalty. Kind of contradictory to say productive penalty, but I believe most of our viewers will know what I'm referring to.
Yeah. And Pilot Mound is actually able to get that puck, but cannot chip it out of the zone. Here's Schneider-Rat. He has it. He moves it around. He gives it back to his winger along the boards. Here's Ross now behind the net. Gives it back to Schneider-Rat. He moves that puck. He holds it. He throws it to the front of the net. What a pass. Shoots. Oh, what a goal. Almost popped the water bottle off the top of the net. Excellent puck moving on that power play for RHA, and the score is now 4-0. 18:43 into the second period.
Yes, I would say that RHA certainly capitalized on that power play opportunity, potting one on their first shot only 22 seconds into the power play. Let's see what the Buffaloes do to respond to that.
Before I get back to the play-by-play here, I'd just like to mention to everybody at home, we did have the scoreboard up in the first period for a little bit, but when our connection started to get a little bad, we had to take the scoreboard off, so me and Corey will be telling you guys the time and the score and the shot totals periodically throughout the rest of the game. Pilot Mound tries to chip that puck out. And Thompson now at the red line. He's going to dump that puck into the zone. And Hayes going to receive that in his own zone. He's unable to get to the puck in time. Schneider-Ratt puts it back in. Here's Ross. He chips that puck along for Turner. There's a puck battle going on in the corner in our blind spot. Here's Thompson now. Thompson gives it back to the winger Jones. Jones now carries that puck in. Jones holds it and throws it back for Thompson. Thompson now with a slap shot tip. That puck almost went 5-hole by the looks of things.
From what I saw, it looked like Reed was in perfect position. He was ready for it the whole time.
Yeah, Keane Reed already facing 20 shots, has 16 saves in the game already. Safe to say he's been excellent so far for the Pilot Mound, despite letting in 4 goals. You know, the amount of saves he has already is pretty dang impressive if you ask me.
I would say so, and you know, the best defense can be a good offense. Reed has certainly been doing his job tonight. I think he just needs a little bit of help from those in front of him right now.
Yeah, and Collins gets it down. Here RHA behind the Buffalo's net. Still below the goal line. They're moving the puck so well. Here's, and another penalty. This time on RHA, I believe. And if you couldn't hear that down below, there is a slashing penalty on RHA, and the Buffaloes are going to get another chance on the power play. Haven't gotten a shot yet in this period, but you know they're going to be looking definitely to do that on this power play. And it is Bo Murray and assistant captain number 17 Caleb Chiroto at the draw, and it is I believe Pilot Mound in the corner, but here's Hay. He chips it down. Parker now gives it back for number 9 on the Pilot Mound Buffaloes in Liam Chartrand. And now number 3, Sutherland. Gage Sutherland is unable to get that puck to a player, and it is dumped down by RHA. Hay receives it behind his own net. Keane Reed left it for him. Oh, but what a play by player on the RHA Hockey Academy by Caleb Chiroto, who has already had a very excellent game so far. Here's Kelly. Chiroto now intercepts that pass. And here's Carson Carrolls. Fakes the pass and then goes over to Bo Murray on the other side. But the puck is stolen by a defender and it goes back for Carson Carrolls. And now Bo Murray again. Leading scorer on this Pilot Mound Buffaloes team. Bo Murray has had an excellent year so far for the Buffaloes. And it is Kelly. Gives it for Sutherland. Sutherland tries to fire it through a screen and it's a blocker save. And RHA tries to dump it, but it is blocked by one of the wingers on Pilot Mound. But now looks like Kettles is going to carry that puck out. It's always a smart thing to do on the penalty kills. Hold the puck for as long as you can if you're the penalty killing team, and then dump it down. Wow, here's a chance. Pilot Mound, number 10. Joseph Bedolansky with the shot there, but it is stopped by Brant Cotillier. Now obviously Cotillier hasn't seen too many shots so far in this game, but he's been solid. You know, he's been able to maintain his composure so far pretty well for having long stretches where he hasn't seen shots.
Yes, I'd certainly agree with that. And an interesting fact for our viewers here is so far the Buffaloes have gotten 5 of their 7 shots on goal on the power play.
It's a very good stat line to keep up. Corey, you seem to got things locked down pretty good so far.
Oh, thank you for the kind words. I try to keep on top of those things that our viewers might be looking to hear about.
Here's RHA. Delinsky chips that down. Number 88. The bow is moving it around. Back to the defender on the far side. Can't see who that is, but he's going to fire it. It's Ponce with a shot. Number 15, I believe that is. Yeah, back to Delinsky and back for Stinton. Stinton throws it back down for 14. Here's RHA. Puck comes back for Delinsky. There's a lot of battles going on in front of the RHA net, in front of the Pilot Mound net, but good cycling again by the RHA here. Here's Green on the blue line, rolls off his stick, and is chased down by Cameron Perrier. Sorry, not Cameron Perrier. He's the goaltender for the one of the goaltenders for the U17 team. That is Jack Perrier. And it's stopped by Keane Reed. Kind of got ran into by one of the wingers for RHA, but it seems like that didn't bother him too much.
I didn't see anyone run into him on that one. However, that can be a way of, I guess, getting inside the goalie's head a little bit to have somebody run through close, try and make him feel off of his game a little bit, and try and see what you can do.
Yeah, I know a lot about that style of play, because when I played hockey competitively, that was always my role. Get in front of the goaltender and kind of just annoy him until he may take a penalty on you. But here comes Thompson. He tries to regroup in his own zone. He throws it up for Turner, and Turner now breaks out of RHA's zone. Now here is Chornley. Back for Turner. What a pass, but it's picked off by the Buffaloes as they try to regroup. Liam Chartrand.
Well, and getting back to our point earlier about having somebody run in close to the goalie, as goalies are always very protected, so that can even be a way to draw a penalty on your opponent, even though you're the one getting close.
Yeah, exactly. Defensemen might get a little bit overzealous and a little too angry at you, and they might try to shove you off the puck. But Thompson, some fancy footwork by him as he gives it for Jones, and Jones looking for an outlet in the offensive zone. Collins throws that over for Ross, and that puck is now dumped down, and it looked like Pilot Mound Buffalo's player was going to win that race, but it doesn't matter as the ref does blow it down. But Thompson not too happy with that whistle.
No, and sometimes guys aren't going to be happy with certain parts of it. It's just a part of the game. They need to just quickly reset, take a deep breath, and focus on the next play.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, as RHA wins the face-off and almost get it to Jones on that one-timer, but he wasn't able to get all of it. And Kettles is going to be the one to receive it, except that we will have another icing, because the Buffaloes did dump it down, and seems to me, RHA picking up right where they left off after the first.
Yeah, I'd say so far we've seen a relatively similar style of play from both teams early on into the second frame.
Puck play resumes. We are just over 13 minutes left in the second period as the RHA leads 4-0 and also leads in the shot categories 21-7, but here they are behind the net. Here's Bo Murray as he picks that puck off, and he's going to skate it up the ice. Bo Murray loves to move the puck, loves to skate with the puck, has a great skill set. Almost like there could have been an interference right there.
No, the puck was right there, but Bo Murray absolutely leveling number 7 Matthew Gard.
Love to see those big hits, and for Pilot Mound, this is a way to establish some momentum yourself. Get on the physical side of the game and really make it tough for the RHA to move the puck when you're playing physical like that. Yes,
the Buffaloes have to continue to apply that pressure, and they have to force RHA to make decisions rather than letting them make decisions.
There's a great play by Gage Sutherland, turn that puck over, but now we have a 2-on-1 for the RHA, and they're number 13 on RHA, unable to get that puck as it came right by him, and there's a glove save by number 30, Brant Cotillier. Now Buffaloes are starting to see a little bit more offensive zone production themselves, and you can hear some yelling going down there on the ice.
That looks like we had 19, Dwight Sawansky of the Buffaloes. Not sure who he was talking to. May have been one of his teammates for all we know.
Yeah, I did hear a little bit of anger in his voice, but yeah, who knows at this point. You're trying to get your team back into the game, you're down, so you can see why there would be a little bit of pent-up frustration on the Buffalo side, but you can't let it get to you. They are playing some physicality just in the neutral zone here, and Kelly tries to go in for a hit, but a stand-up hit by number 9 on RHA, Connor Bear. Not the biggest guy in the world, but as you see right there, he's able to stand up Kelly as Kelly went in for the hit.
Yes, number 14, Niles Schaefer of the Buffaloes letting a pass go right out in front of his own net. You got to be careful not to move the puck in front of your own goalie like that.
Yeah, you know, it's very, very scary situation when you play the puck right in front of your goaltender, and there's, you know, if you're Pilot Mound, there's a bunch of black jerseys around the net, so got to be more careful. And then another big hit on the play there. That time, number 3, Gage Sutherland, with a massive hit. And Thompson now gives it for Murray. Murray's just going to chip that puck in, and no icing on the play. And Perrier goes in, trying to force the goaltender to make a wrong move, but the goaltender plays it well, and here comes RHA again. To break into the zone, and a chance in front for Green, and a big save by Keane Reed. Keane Reed has already made his fair share of wonderful saves so far in the game. And there's another example of one. Two teams looking as RHA is about to go. They just won their face-off in the offensive zone, and Thompson throws it over to assistant captain. Oh, there's a chance in front. The puck is bobbling. Keane Reed didn't get that full puck, and here comes Liam Chartrand as he gets that puck out of the zone, and Kelly is hard on the puck, but RHA is able to maintain possession. Does seem like Pilot Mound's been really physical in the past 5 minutes, to say the least.
Yes, I think both teams are retaliating with some physicality of their own. RHA managing to escape a penalty, as it looked like number 88, Ethan Bebo. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong, with a little bit of a hook on Buffalo's player in the neutral zone. But evidently, again, the ref cannot catch everything.
Yeah. And there's a whistle. The puck did go out of play, but 9:41 left in the second period. Score is 4-0 for RHA, and they also lead in the shot category as well, 25-8.
Yes, the Buffaloes certainly have to get more shots on goal. It is tough to do too much when you have so few shots.
Yeah, they are looking to get back into the game here. And, you know, I definitely have seen a lot of positives on their part so far in the second period. You know, they don't have the shot out I'm sure they would like to, but, you know, they've been really physical in this period, and they have caused a few turnovers in this period too. So definitely some better looking plays for them in this period so far as they dump it into the RHA zone. It's a battle in the corner over there. And here's Kettles. Pilot Mound turns it over in front, and Murray with a point-blank opportunity and a fantastic save there.
Yeah, it looks like they almost squeaked one in, so I think now that they maybe got a taste of some of those opportunities, I think they'll be looking for some more of those going forward.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, once you finally find that first scoring opportunity, it often opens the gate a little bit for some more. So we'll see if Pilot Mound is able to establish some pressure after that. Here comes RHA. They regroup in the neutral zone. Here's Jones. Jones now stick handles and throws it over to the far side. Puck is dumped in, and Bear in the corner, walking up with the Pilot Mound defender. Here's Jones. Jones now rolls it over. Here's Ponce. Ponce avoids a hit. And guard tries to force that play, but Carson Carrolls is able to move the puck along the boards. And Niall Schaefer with a hard-working shift there for the Buffaloes, but Carroll's almost able to get that puck out, but he needs to regroup in his own zone, and it looks like he might be able to send a player, and he does. And guard, it looks like the RHA is able to get the puck right back out, and here they come again. Here's Bear, some stick handling in the slot. Here's another chance. Oh, what a pass by guard, but Bear not able to get a stick on it. Back in front, and another shot, and that's a goal right there, and the water bottle again almost comes flying off the net.
I believe they missed one just before that. However, they managed to regroup from that quickly. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh, no worries. And that goal was scored by number 13, Graham Jones, on the RHA, and it is now 5-0 with 7:52 to go in the second period. Hey now chips it up along the boards. Thompson Chartrand goes for a hit on Thompson. Now Hay is going to go pick up the puck in his own zone. It gets knocked off the puck. And here is RHA as they are loading up in the offensive zone. Thompson now goes for the pinch and is successful on it. And a hit by Chartrand. And here's Liam Chartrand behind his own net. Puck is turned over by RHA. And the puck comes back for Thompson. Thompson, some great moves. Already mentioned it once so far. And a scramble in front, and there's some pushing and shoving. And Stinton might get a penalty for tripping on this play. Definitely some emotions starting to flare up in this midway through the second period. Oh, it's a slashing call.
Yes, and I believe I even happened to overhear just a little bit of spicy language in front of the net, I guess you could say. However, that happens anytime there's physical play near a goalie.
Yeah, you say spicy play, and I'm wondering what kind of spice. Is a little bit of cayenne, some sriracha. What do you think?
Oh, I think they were just inviting each other over for supper later on.
Maybe sharing a few recipes. Oh, what a pass. Kelly isn't able to get a handle on it, but here comes RHA. Willers. He comes down, he just throws it lightly at the net, and
we might be seeing a penalty here. There was a bit of a slash after that whistle.
Yeah, you know, things are looking like definitely not so much in the first period, but it definitely looks now like emotions are starting to get the best of some of the players out there on the ice. Bowen Murray at the draw, but it's won by RHA, and Kelly tries to get that puck, but it's picked off by Green, and Green slings it at the net. Gage Sutherland tries to get that puck out, but it comes back for Collins. Collins fires it, and it's gloved aside by Keane Reed. But yeah, Keane Reed up to the 30 shots now. He's up 25 of them, and he's played excellent so far. Still have 6:40 to go in this second period. As I just said, the shots are 30-9 for RHA, and we have 1:28 left in the penalty still. Penalty was, of course, called on Wyatt Stinton, who is still in the box. And Kettles now swings it at the net, but it has hit out of play by goaltender Keane Reed.
Yes, and especially with the man advantage right now, the Buffaloes need to get the puck out of their end, get some shots on the opposition goal, rather than allowing RHA to continue to assert their dominance.
Yeah, and you know, the main thing for Pilot Mound here is trying to stay out of the box. You know, they're already down in the game, and you don't want to get too much further down in the game. You still want to have that slight opportunity of getting back in the game. So the main thing is just staying out of the box.
Yes, absolutely.
And here's Pilot Mound now. Here's Hay. Hay backhands that back into the zone, and it's thrown by Chartrand. There's Perrier now. Up for Hay. Or May, sorry. May back for Chartrand. And here's May again. Back for Chartrand. They keep throwing the puck back and forth, but now that puck takes a funny carom off the boards, and Carrolls is unable to receive that puck as it comes back into the zone. But Green, excellent forecheck by this penalty kill. A little too aggressive, as now we got a 3-on-2. Here's Chartrand. He has Perrier, and he's unable to get it to Perrier. Of course, number 10, Joseph Babalansky was on that as well. But here's Green. What a move. He almost keeps that puck, but Carroll shoves him off the puck. And Chartrand now avoids a check from Green behind his own net. Tries to throw that puck off, but it hits a player, and Ponce just knocks that puck right back into the Buffalo zone. Carrolls now receives it. Gets it up to Bo Murray. Bo Murray with a lot of speed. It's a 3-on-2 again. Bo Murray. RHA now receives that puck in their own zone. They're going to look to carry it out again. Penalty has expired for RHA. Here's Jornley. Turner over for the wing. It's a good stop. I believe it may have hit the post, but I think the goaltender got a piece of it as well.
Yes, I believe that's the same thing I saw on that play as well. Now even-handed with the puck in the rink zone. The Buffaloes are going to be looking to get some shots on goal here.
And here come the RHA again. Here's Turner in front of the chance, and he is unable to get his stick on it. Biggity hits off Biggity in front. Gage Sutherland tries to stop that up at the blue line, and Biggity is going up against Jones, small Jones. Nice move, a little spin move, facing the back, able to kind of avoid the defending of Biggity. Guard for Ponce. Ponce moves it over. There's a shot, and it's hits off his stick. And number 18 of Bradley Carmen, and was unable to get that out. But Keane Reed makes another stop. Man, Keane Reed has seen so much action. We've already talked about it. I had alluded to it a few times, but he's had an excellent game so far. There's nothing on. Can't take it away from the performance he's had, despite letting in the 5 goals. Goals against average might not be where it is, but goals against average can be a pretty, depending on the amount of shots faced, can be a stat that people don't really like to look at because it can be very inconsistent.
Yeah, exactly. I think you took the words right out of my mouth on that one. I would agree perfectly with what you said there.
Oh, another shot right off the back of the leg of Kelly. Looks like it stung him a little bit, but it's got to get as much weight on that as possible as RHA gets the puck in below the goal line. But it is turned over by the Buffaloes, and they were able to get the puck out. And here's Thompson. Thompson comes down the wing and tries to shoot at the net, but misses it just wide. And RHA picks the puck up again, and as they look to regroup. With the puck in the zone. Nice pass for Jones. Jones is shot, and another strong save by Keane Reed.
Almost went 5-hole on that one, but Reed managed to shut the door just on time.
There, tries to sling that puck over. Here's a chance waiting the slot, and another goal. This time it is Jones. It's pretty hard to stop that. Jones gets the puck right in the slot and just fires it. A perfectly placed shot too.
Yes, exactly. He really didn't mess around with that one. He got the puck, saw an opportunity, slammed it home. Not much else to say.
Yeah, Graham Jones, like we said, he just scored that goal, but he's already had a very excellent game, being able to get on the scoreboard a few times. Maybe not with a goal, but he also has an assist in this game. So there's an offside for the Buffaloes.
Yes, and I would also say, despite the scoreboard, despite any of the stats really, I'd say there's certainly some skill on both sides, and I'd be very interested to see where most of these young players are going to be even 3-4 years from now. I think some of them do have some bright futures.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we've been talking about the skill all game long for RHA here, but one player on Buffaloes who has had an excellent year so far, Captain Bo Murray. Excellent hockey player. He's a big guy. He lost speed and skill, and he's one of those players you look to when you're behind in a game like this. He's often one of those guys that is able to come up big for his team and try to get him back into the right direction.
Yes, exactly. I think he's definitely, in addition to skill, has demonstrated leadership out there, and one aspect that I personally like about him is he's certainly not scared to play the physical game on much bigger players.
Yeah, definitely, and you saw it right there. He's just skating all over the ice in his own zone, and he's rips a shot on net from behind the blue line, I think that was.
Oh, he was going after 2 players himself on that last one.
Yeah, very aggressive player, and he plays a very power forward-esque game. One of the bright up-and-coming power forwards in this league. Here come the Buffaloes. This time it's Liam Chartrand. He tries to chip it in, but Ponce is able to knock that puck out with his, I believe it was his leg that kind of kicked that puck out. But here's Ponce again. He looks to regroup as he gets some speed and skates it out of his zone. Oh man, a few players go colliding into the boards there. Oh, and here's a 3-on-1. Stinton has Turner and Green. And a great play defensively by Carson Carrolls, but the puck is recovered by RHA. And Stinton gets a goal there.
Yeah, I think at this point in the game, down 7 goals, I think the best thing to do is to try and, I guess, sit back and not sit back, but take a moment and analyze what's going on. Every opportunity provides a chance to learn and to build going forward, and there is still positives that can be taken out.
Yeah, exactly, and whatever, obviously, you don't like it when your team is down 7-0 like Pilot Mound, but You know, there's one saying I heard once upon a time, you know, there's winning and then there's learning. And I think in this case, Pilot Mound is learning from this.
Yes, and I think a lot of times people underestimate the value of learning. And while it's never fun to be down by such an amount, there is value in learning. And I think that's what these guys need to do at this point.
Yes, and here's Green. He tries to throw that cross for Turner, but Turner is unable to get a stick on it. And a big hit there. Bo Murray really showing off his physicality this period. He's been going after, it seems like, everybody on the ice.
Yes, there's certainly been a lot of life out of the Buffalo's captain here today. Maybe some of that can rub off on some of his teammates going forward.
And the period is over. 7-0 after 2. RHA leading in the shots, 38-11. That probably will change, but we will update you guys at the start of the third on what the shots do eventually change to. But again, you know, RHA really dominating that period and just, you know, really hopping on top of their league. They're up 7-0 now. And if you're Pilot Mound, what do you need to do going into this period? You know, what do you need to bring up? What do you need to do to really at least make the game, you know, a lot more close, you could say?
Well, right now I think it's about learning opportunities at this point. If I was a member of the Buffaloes, I would have looked a lot towards the play of Captain Bo Murray at this point. Despite the score, despite the shots on goal, he's been showing a lot of leadership here today, been playing the body, and just being a very good captain so far and being a good example for his teammates of how to be playing. That's what I would do if I was a member of that team at this point.
Yeah, and you can see it too in his game. You know, he's doesn't take anything. He's playing physical, and he's, you know, we're still talking about Bo Murray here. Sorry, I need to clarify that. But yeah, he's been playing excellent for his team, and definitely one of the bright spots in the Pilot Mound locker room right now. You know, because how well he's been playing physically, and you know, just showing that he's not going to go down easy. And another player doing the same thing on Pilot Mound, Keane Reed, who's been excellent up until this point, if you ask me.
Yes, I'd certainly agree with that statement. I think these two young players have a bright future ahead of them. I'd be curious to see where they end up even 3-4 years from now.
Yeah, definitely an interesting thing to think about. But we're gonna, you know, go to intermission now. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. The score is 7-0 here in Blackjack Stewart Arena. Shots are 43-11 for RHA, and of course I didn't say, but they do lead in the goals court and the goal totals as well. But we will be back here. We will be back in the third period for some more action between RHA and the Pilot Mound Buffaloes.
At CM Engrave, we create more than just trophies, medals, and signs. We create time. Time for family. Time for growing your business. Time for the moments that make you, you. With more than 30 years experience for all your engraving needs. CM Engrave.
All right, welcome everybody. We are live here back at Blackjack Stewart Arena for the third period coverage of hockey between the U15 Pilot Mound Buffaloes against the U15 RHA or Rink Hockey Academy. But pretty tough game for Pilot Mound so far. The shots are 43-11 for RHA, and the score is 7-0 for RHA. We waiting on both teams to get back out here. Looks like the refs are out here, but got a few things to mention for our broadcast so before we get back to play. So the Swift Current Wildcats are going to be facing the Rebels at 8 p.m. The U18 game, and we'll also have some games on Saturday and Sunday between Pilot Mound U18 Buffaloes and the RHA on Saturday and Sunday. And on the 25th to the 27th, we have a swimming provincials as well. Stay tuned for more Pilot Mound Buffalo and Swift Current Wildcats content on the network as we go on through the rest of the year. Both these leagues, getting closer to playoff time. It's crunch time really. Last few weeks before the end of the regular season, you get ready for playoffs. Just explain what it's like for these teams to really be winding down on the regular season and entering playoff hockey mode.
Well, I think at this point of the season, with things winding down, playoffs getting ready to start, so you brush up on things, make sure you got everything ready to go, because come the playoffs, everything is fresh, everybody's at the same spot. Mm-hmm. It's important to get the wins there. Yeah,
exactly. And when playoff hockey comes, the style of the game, kind of shifts. It becomes more of a, oftentimes in the regular season, you see a lot of crazy offensive, skilled kind of goals. But come playoff time, it's more of the, dirty goals you see. The pucks through traffic, shots through traffic, tips, and those just not really as many grade A scoring opportunities because the game gets more defensive in the playoffs.
Yes, and speaking of the crazy word you mentioned, currently to this point in the game, the RHA team is converting on a staggering 20% of their power play shots are goals at this point.
Yeah,
that's a pretty impressive stat.
That is a very impressive stat, and it's I'm even more impressed with how you were able to keep that. Obviously, probably using your phone for math for calculating what it is, or you just got that elite sense, elite IQ in your brain.
Well, I don't know if I would go with IQ there, Seth, but I'll take the kind words. And it looks like we're ready to get back underway with the third period, everyone.
Guard and Murray to draw, and it's won by Murray cleanly back to his defender. And here is Thompson. Thompson looking for an outlet, but it's turned over at center by by RHA, and Guard looks to shoot it on net, but it misses the net, but it's sticked aside by Reed as well. Ross gets that back for 44 on the RHA, and here's Ponce. He chips it back in. Back for 44, and Jack Bolos to Lewinsky. Lewinsky now moves the puck into the zone and kind of behind the net.
Slashed the stick right out of his hands. I'm not sure where the call was there, but again, I'm not the ref tonight.
Yeah, there's I often find when you're broadcasting games and you're covering play-by-play or color commentary, you often see a lot of stuff that could get called as penalties, but we have an easier vantage point than the refs do at the same time.
Well, and also another part of that is every official will have his or her own style. What might be a penalty to one referee may not be a penalty to the other referee, but regardless of my opinion or their opinion, I'm sure they're out there doing the best, most honest job they can, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, and obviously, you talk about the ref style that these refs or officials might like to do, and it's pretty weird to see. You go from refs that let a lot of things go to some refs who, you can't really do much and you'll get a penalty. But here's a chance for the Buffaloes as they try to get it into the zone, but RHA is able to turn that puck over. Now the Buffaloes are going to regroup in the neutral zone. Oh, nice pass up there for number 17 in Jack Perrier, but he is unable to get a good shot on net. Still turned away by the RHA, and the puck gets dumped. And here's May behind his own net. He's looking to regroup for the Buffaloes. Gage Sutherland tries to chip that puck, but doesn't get a handle on it. Thompson puts the puck low in for RHA, and the puck comes flying out in front. No one was there, and there were two black sweaters in front. Luckily for Pilot Mound, no one on RHA was able to get to that puck, because that could have ended in a bad way.
Oh, that could have been really bad, that one there. They gave the puck up way too close in front of their own net.
Here's Bobo, a chance. He doesn't get all of it. Schneider Rat gets it back on the blue line. He's going to move it. And a nice play. You know, Thompson didn't get all of it, but he still is able to chip the puck out of the zone. Jones tries to get that puck into the zone, but he fans on the shot, and Bo Murray receives it. But another really good defensive play by RHA, and the puck goes the other way. Here's Bear, tries to get around the defender, but Carrolls is able to knock him off the puck. And Kettles is going to receive that just in his own zone. Kettles now dumps that puck in past center. Now Schaefer goes for it behind his net, but he can't get to it first. And now Bobo with the puck. He gets it back for Kettles. Kettles a shot, and it's sticked aside by Keane Reed. Sorry if y'all can't see at home. The puck was in the blind spot there, but Carrolls is going to rim it around, and it is no longer in the blind spot. Collins now is about to retrieve the puck in his own zone with Kelly hounding him. Now Kettles. Wow, what a play there from Kelly. Kelly now takes it.
Showing his wheels on that one.
And a puck right off the post. Almost the first goal of the game for the Buffaloes, but unable to beat the post on that one, you could say. Kelly now.
Some impressive work by Kelly on that play. He was digging and wheeling on that one.
Yeah, and you know, we talk about how well RHA has played this game, but you know, we already talked about a few players on Pilot Mound that we both have thought done good, but Kelly has had a fairly solid game in front of the puck off the post. Just talking about Pilot Mound there, and a beautiful shot. No chance for Keane Reed, as that puck gets long, and I believe it was number 15 on RHA in Wyatt Stinton. But yeah, no chance in front there for Keane Reed at all.
Yeah, exactly. He almost snapped the water bottle on that one yet again.
It's almost happened a few times for a few of the goals that RHA has scored. You know, you see that bottle pop up. Hasn't come fully off the net, but it's always cool when, as a player, to see that bottle pop up. And maybe not off the net entirely, but just pop up. Pilot Mound now trying to get the puck out of their own zone, and they do. Perrier gets that puck along the boards. And number 10, Joseph Badalansky, chases it, and he's able to turn that puck over. He gets it behind the net. He holds onto it and gets rubbed on along boards, but still maintains possession. Perrier now tries to get that puck around the defender, but can't. And number 10 now, Tate Dolinski. Here comes RHA. Ponce now. Nice move. He has it still behind the net. Gets it back for Dolinski. He's going to chip it around.
Well, the Buffaloes were just letting him walk all over the place there. They have to get a man on him.
Yeah, you know, it could play a factor into them being tired, you know, maybe a long shift. But yeah, you know, they have struggled with coverage in their own zone so far in this game. A big reason why RHA is up 8-0, and another stop by Keane Reed. As we wind down in this third period, the time is we have 14:50 left in the third period. The score is 8-0 for RHA, and they also lead in the shot category 46-13. The Buffaloes win that draw. Here's Carrolls behind the net. Puck is stolen by RHA. There's a battle and low tight for the puck, and man, it seems like that corner's had a lot of puck battles in it so far. As Carrolls tries to regroup for the Buffaloes. And Kelly now on the full check, but is unable to get the puck around below. And Keane Reed's going to play that for Carrolls. The Turner hard on that puck. Their RHA's forecheck so far this whole game has been excellent, and you know, another good example of it there, having a guy hard on the puck immediately, and not really giving any time for the Buffaloes to make any decisions with the puck. Kelly now Gets that puck for number 18 in Bradley Kemkaren. Sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. Don't mean to do that, but just bear with me here. As here comes RHA as they break out of the pot net, and it hits off of Turner's stick, but he was before the red line, so that will be an icing.
Well, and on a side note here, I think for the Buffaloes, this provides an opportunity to do something like switch your lines up a little bit. Personally, I would be interested to see Adam Kelly and Bo Murray for the Buffaloes be on the same line.
Yeah, those are two, I would agree with you there. Those are two players that have been very good for the Buffaloes in this game, whether it's, both of them getting some offensive zone chances, and they're also playing the body really well, I've noticed too.
I think those are certainly two guys you want on your team when things come down to the wire.
Yeah, exactly. You may be down in the game, but as long as you're battling this, wow, there's a big hit, and yeah, it looked like a bit of a board on that one.
Call was interference on that one.
I thought the puck was right by him. I didn't really get a good look at it, though. It appears you did get a better look at me, or better look than I did. So,
I'm just referring to the signal I saw the ref give. I do believe that the puck was somewhat in the vicinity, at least. However, at the end of the day, either way, it's a 2-minute minor, and I believe the ref will call him as he sees fit.
And here comes RHA. They get that puck immediately off the PK. And here's Jones. What a pass to Ponce. What a good save by Keane Reed. Gage Sutherland behind his own net, looking for an outlet. He has some time, so he's going to skate it. He gives it over to his partner, Carrolls. Carrolls is now going to enter the zone with the puck. And taken down a little bit going into the boards. And here's a chance for Jones, but Keane Reed, can't get the puck around Jones. Puck right out for Dolinsky, and he scores, and that's a tough goal right there if you're Keane Reed.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a tough one to give up. However, I guess at this point in the game, being down by the number they are, I guess Reed figured he would try something a little bit different. It's unfortunate that the goal came at that cost, as I believe that Reed has been one of their more consistent players throughout the game, despite what the score is.
Yeah, I agree with you fully. Keane Reed's played great, and there's one he definitely like to have back, and especially because you could tell he was definitely trying to lift that puck off the ice, but he was unable to clear that over the stick of the RHA player, and that's an easy goal there. But back to play here. Here's RHA in their own zone as they're breaking out again. Here's Bobo. A 2-on-1. T.S. Thompson. No, a 2-on-2 now as May gets back into the play. Bo Murray looking to regroup. He begins to skate it. Here he comes. Tries to put that through someone, but is unable to really make the move. But Thompson just barely is offside, and we got another offside.
Correction on that one, Seth. The referee signaled a hand pass, which brings it back to the Buffalo's end of the neutral zone.
Thank you very much for that. I missed a few things on my own, not being able to make the right call, but I got an official beside me, so I feel pretty confident when he's able to make the right call on those ones. Here's Guard, gets it back for Thompson. Oh, and there's a penalty on the play for Pilot Mound here, it looks like. I did not see the slash on the play, but I'm getting word from ref there's a slash, and we're going to see 4-on-4 for exactly 30 seconds. As we have 11:42 left in the third. RHA leads in the game 9-0, also leading the shots 48-13. And as the game is winding on, it should be interesting to see if Keane Reed gets to the 50 save mark, as we are approaching the 50 shot mark, but he still has a while to go before he gets 50 saves.
Well, and again, like we've said so many times, he's certainly done his part, and well, I can understand how his confidence might be down a little bit. Like we say time and time again, he's certainly done his part here tonight. I think he can go home tonight feeling good that he left it all out there.
One thing we have been doing on these broadcasts is once the game is over, obviously you don't want to give up what I'm about to say right away, but when the game ends, often we'll go into our player of the game, and I'm just curious, do you have any candidates for that so far? What's your perspective on that? I don't want to hear your answer right away because the game hasn't ended, obviously, but what are some of the candidates?
The candidates for what again? Sorry, I accidentally missed out on that.
Just so player of the game, we're not going to give it right away, but there's been quite a few good players in this game, and I'm just wondering who are some candidates for the player of the game, in your opinion?
Well, I think if we look towards the Buffaloes, I think either Captain Bo Murray or Adam Kelly are good candidates for the player of the game. As well, I think Kian Reed could be a candidate as well, despite some of the stats on the board at this point. Buffalo's netminder has certainly done his part so far tonight. Those might be a few of my picks.
Yeah, and often on this when we're broadcasting, when we're covering games of our own, we have given players of the game to goaltenders that have had games like Kian Reed. A lot of goals scored on him, but even a whole heck of a lot more saves. And you gotta, even though he's let in 9 goals, you can't deny how good of a game he's played because he has stopped a lot of shots.
Well, he stopped exactly 40 shots to this point, and you don't make 40 saves by mistake. He's obviously been doing something right between the pipes there.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to go back to play here as Bo Murray gets that puck over to the far side. Gage Sutherland now. And here's Pilot Mound regrouping at center ice. Kelly now. What a move by Kelly. He puts it through. He nutmegs Stint in there. And Kelly is still with the puck. He gives it down for Sutherland, I believe. No, that isn't Sutherland, but a shot by Schaefer. And now it's Sutherland with the puck. Sorry, that was Chartrand before in the corner who had it. Here's Kelly for Chartrand. Chartrand stops up. Chartrand still with the puck. And here's Schaefer at the blue line. He rips it, and it's a stop. Stop by number 30, Brant Cotillier. But, there's been a lot of times in this game where Cotillier has seen a lot of times where he just hasn't gotten shots on net. And if you're a goalie in this case, I know you may not have played goalie in your career, but if you're a goalie like Cotillier there and you haven't seen a shot in a long time, what do you do to kind of keep your head in the game if the puck hasn't been in your zone for a while?
Well, at that point, if I was the netminder, I would be paying attention down to what's going on at the other end, what kind of opportunities are happening, where are they coming from, and you ask yourself, what would I do if I was faced with that situation?
Also, sometimes you see goaltenders just skating around, keeping the legs warmed up, because oftentimes if you stand for a while, you can kind of get a little bit stiff. So look to that if you're on the other end and you see the goaltender moving around. That's probably why he doesn't want to get all stiff.
Yeah, well, and I think at this point also, in a different area of the game, it would be nice to see the Buffaloes at least be able to get on the scoreboard, as I personally do believe that they have been a much harder working team than what the scoreboard may suggest.
And over the past few minutes, they've had their fair share of opportunities, and I believe that they were on the power play for that time, so obviously they have an advantage because they have an extra player out on the ice, but if you're Pilot Mound, that's a step in the right direction. You're starting to get more opportunities on the net, and you're starting to get some more shots, and you just want to work away at the game at this point.
Exactly, and I know one thing I've noticed at this point is since the Buffaloes adapted a more physical style of play, it appears to have maybe gotten to RHA a little bit, as they have ran into slightly more penalty trouble as the physicality has increased at this point.
Yeah, certainly.
Makes you wonder if the Buffaloes going forward may look to impose a physical element earlier on in their next game.
Big Head, he is getting forced behind his own net. Here's Gage Sutherland. Sutherland now is going to look for an angle. He's going to decide to skate it. And here's Perrier, unable to get a handle on it. And here's Schneiderbrat. Thompson for Bilbo. Bilbo throws it at the net, and Bear gets a stick on it, but as it tips it over the net. And sorry if you cannot see where the puck was. It was just in our blind spot, but Gage Sutherland knocks that puck out of the zone, and Thompson catches it. And RHA gets the puck back at center ice. They're just going to dump it back into the zone where Sutherland will pick that puck up and look for an area to play the puck. C tries to dump it. It is hit by either a Buffalo player or an RHA player just beyond the red line, but here comes RHA as they try to break out of their own zone. Puck is thrown down and we will see an icing. But yeah, as this game kind of winds down, you'd expect probably from the RHA side, not as many opportunities. They're definitely probably going to start holding off on trying to score all these goals as it is 9-0.
Yeah, I certainly see that could be a possibility. You see teams with different mentalities. Some will keep their foot on the gas. Some will hold off a little bit. It'll be interesting in a sense to see what they do here.
Yeah, definitely. And RHA, getting another chance. Here's Ross now. Ross throws it off the boards, but it is caught up at the line by number 14, Niles Schaefer. Niles Schaefer has it behind his own net. He's going to throw it off the boards. Hank Thompson tried to get to it, but doesn't. But the puck comes off the boards for Chen. Chen tries to drop it back for Bo Murray, but Grauer takes that puck. But it is turned over by Kelly. Kelly's been all over the ice. He's had a very hard-working game despite being down in the game 9-0. But here's Bo Murray, and Kelly, it turns out, was offside.
Oh, and it looks like we did get the pairing that we were looking for, as Adam Kelly and Bo Murray are both on the ice, or were rather, as Murray is subbing off. We did get to see those two guys for a moment.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, if you're Pilot Mound, and you're looking for positives out of this game, you could look to those two players, Kelly and Murray, who have both been very good. This for Pilot Mound in a game where you would like to have back. Some of these plays just hasn't gone the way they wanted, but Jones is getting roughed up there by Kelly. Every time it seems like we're talking about Kelly, he's doing something right out there on the ice, but here he goes again. He shoots and it's off the pad. Kind of gets nudged there.
Well, the one common element I've noticed between the two players, again talking about Kelly and Murray, is they may not be the biggest guys on the ice, but they do not appear to be afraid of anybody.
Yeah, the no fear kind of mentality is always a good thing to have, and especially for a guy like Parker Kelly, who's quite a bit smaller than Bo Murray. That's a guy that just isn't afraid to get into the dirty areas. And RHA now in the Pilot Mound zone. They're going to move that puck. Jones now moves it over for Dolinsky. Back for Jones. Jones now fires it, and it's gloved, and the puck is loose in the zone, and some rough stuff there with Keane Reed and one of the players in front. I think it was below for RHA, and Reed in front kind of getting tangled up there, but you can see some words are being exchanged between the players out there.
From what I saw, I think it may have been a little bit better spirited than we thought, as the one guy gave him a little bit of a tap, and they appeared to both be kind of laughing together, which is at least a more positive note.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously there is a lot of competitiveness in this league, but with especially nowadays, in these leagues, a lot of these young kids playing these games kind of know each other from social media and stuff, so you can definitely see why they would laugh it off, as opposed to years ago when teams wouldn't really know each other and they would kind of get more physical.
Yeah, exactly, and that's sometimes a part of what they refer to as old-time hockey, when one town to another might be rivals, but in the day and age of social media, there's always even a chance that there might even be buddies playing on opposing teams now.
Yeah, and we've seen that with some players on the U17 team here. They've already, at least when I've been covering them, it seems like, there's sometimes stuff gets physical, but it also seems like there are some friends out there, so that's always good to see. Friendly competition's always the main thing.
Almost like going back to kindergarten where we can share our crayons and all get along.
There you go, except this is a game played on ice, so it's a shot and Keane Reed makes that save. And here come the Buffaloes. Some excellent speed there from Jack Thompson. He is rubbed out hard along the boards there. I didn't see which player caught him, but that was a big hit.
Well, Thompson skating by the RHA bench even gave them a little bit of a smile on that one. He knows what's up.
Yeah, no, and there was a clean hit, so, you know, you love to see those big clean hits, and when the player gets back up and, you know, he's smiling it off, so just goes to show you he respects that hit.
Well, and it's always nice when you can see mutual respect from one team to another, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly, and it does seem like this RHA team is, you know, they have been in the Pilot Mound zone, but they definitely have been letting off as far as pressure goes. It hasn't been as aggressive as they have been in the earlier periods, but here they are behind the net. Thompson tries to throw it through, and it almost sneaks 5-hole, I believe, through Keane Reed, but, you know, Keane Reed, again, stands tall.
Yeah, I was actually wondering if that one was going to go through as well, but he appeared to squeeze it middle 5-hole on that one. He has certainly done his part here tonight, making 43 saves, if my math is right at this point.
Yeah, I believe you are right there, and, you know, here's Pilot Mound behind the net. Big Hetty has it, and he gives it for May. May tries to throw it up, but it is turned over again at the blue line by RHA. Now Thompson on the blue line. He has that puck. He's going to stop up, skate it around. He's going to drop it. It's shot by Stinton and a glove save by Keane Reed. And we have 3:05 left to go in this third period. The score is 9-0 for RHA, and they also lead in the shots, 53-15. Stinton at the draw. He wins that one against Chartrand. Thompson now at the point. He shoots. And Thompson has had a very good game on the blue line. He's an excellent skater, I've noticed in this game. You know, great puck mover as well. And he's definitely been one of the key players in this game for RHA. As they cycle the puck well in the Buffalo zone. Here's Schneider-Bratt. He throws it down. Stinton now behind the net. He gives it for Thompson. Thompson now stops up and shoots. And it's gloved aside, but it also comes out of the glove as well on Keane Reed. But here come the Buffaloes. Kelly now tries to get that up the ice, but is unable to find one of his players. And Thompson's going to regroup behind his own net. Thompson now tries to saucer that pass, and he does get it to Bebeau. Now Bebeau comes down, he shoots, and another glove save by Keane Reed. Keane Reed's glove has definitely seen his fair share of action over the past few minutes.
Yeah, and that was a pretty impressive shot that the RHA were able to get off on that one. So somebody might want to get on the phone to the police there, Seth, because Reed just robbed them.
I love that. I love hearing those robbery calls. It's always very creative to see what people can come up with. But here is RHA, and Pilot Mound just barely gets it out of their zone, and Collins gives it back for his partner Kettles. Kettles is going to dump that puck back in. Gage Sutherland now receives it in his own end. He chips it up, and I believe Carrolls has it now, and he gets hit hard by Collins. Not a big guy, Collins, but definitely caught Carrolls off guard there with that hit. And another big hit on Carrolls, getting hit a few times, and he was slow to get up after that one. Below gets it for Kettles. That was offside. And Sutherland now is going to skate that puck out of his own zone. He gets it up, and it is chipped into the zone by number 19, Indian Dwight Sawatsky. Bo Murray now. Puck is shipped along, and another hit attempt by RHA Turner. It looks like RHA has turned up the physicality in this last few minutes here.
And it looks like May wanted to have a few words with, I'm sorry I lost the player's name, but the rink player opting not to get into that exchange.
Oh man, quite a few liberties being exchanged here. And as we have 40 seconds left in the game, here comes Bo Murray. He'll look for another opportunity as he shoots it from behind, from the neutral zone, and an easy kick save for Brant Cotillier as RHA comes back in. Ponce, another shot, and rebound almost came out to two RHA players, but they weren't able to get good wood on it, and guard's going to pick that up. Moves it behind the net, and it's sticked out by, oh man, scary play there by Keane Reed. He almost poked it right to an RHA player, but he's able to maintain coverage and stop that puck with 12.9 left to go in the third.
Well, and I guess if RHA manages to get, just one more shot on net, then Reed will have hit that 50 save mark you were looking for. Can't say enough about him. He's certainly done his part tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And unless that shot went in, which it didn't, that should be his 50th save right there. So, game has ended. Score of 9-0 for RHA. They also led in the shot category 59-16. And Pilot Mound, if you're Pilot Mound, you definitely want to, kind of just erase this from your mind and go on to the next game.
Yeah, I think you said it perfectly there. It's never fun to be on the losing end of that. However, at the end of the day, and some sportsmanship with both teams tapping their sticks there. Always good to see that there's no hard feelings there. Nice little display of sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's definitely right. And going into our, shorter post-game show today, just talking about the play of RHA, what do you think was their best sort of attribute in this game? What did they do best in this game to really just shut down the Pilot Mound Buffaloes?
Well, in my opinion, I think what the rink team did good today is puck movement and confidence. They stuck to their game. They didn't let the other team get in their head, so to speak. They kept doing their own thing, and I think that's one of the things that helped them out here tonight.
Yeah, you're definitely right. And for Pilot Mound, definitely some very good things from that third period. I think their third period was probably their strongest period, and especially in the middle half of that third period, where there was getting some shots on that or having a good power play like they did for that short amount of time. But if you're Pilot Mound, you definitely can look back at that third period knowing that you guys had to have a better period in that game, and you were able to establish more momentum.
Yeah, I'd certainly agree with that. I think it's whether you win or lose, it's always best to take the positives, grow from it, both as, not to sound cliche, but you grow both as a player and a person at that point when you look at the positives.
And as we said before, there's winning and learning, and obviously, it does hurt to lose, but as Yoda once said, failure is the best teacher. So, getting some pop culture references aside, like I said, learning's always the biggest thing in this game, and definitely some things that Pilot Mound learned in that game, and going forward they should find some more success in the future.
Yes, I certainly agree with that statement, and the scoreboard does not always tell everything. There is still definitely some good, hardworking, skilled young players on that team, and I believe if they keep up that kind of a work ethic that they demonstrated here tonight, they'll find their way.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. But going into our player of the game, you can, if you want, you can go a player from both sides. But I think today, we're just going to stick with one player in general. So who do you think who was your player of the game?
I think I'm going to go with Bo Murray today. He showed a lot of leadership. He showed a lot of work ethic. He was just never giving up, and he was more than willing to play the body on much, much bigger players.
Yeah, Bo Murray, definitely a leader by example, and he's had an excellent season so far. He was unable to get on the board in this game, but, like you said, great leadership, and he played really physical, and he wasn't afraid to get into the dirty areas either.
He'll definitely get there.
Yeah, and definitely, if I'm going to go with a player of the game, I've definitely got to go with Keane Reed. He got 50 saves today, so that just, they did lose 9-0, but, 50 saves is 50 saves.
That doesn't happen by chance.
Yeah, exactly, like you said there. So, yeah, great game for him. But, moving forward tonight, if you want to stay tuned to the Wildcats and Rebels game at 8 p.m. on the network, we will also be coming to you live on Saturday and Sunday for the U18 Pilot Mound team versus the RHA Academy. So the same team we saw here, just another age group up. But, previously I did mention on the 25th to 27th, we will be having the Manitoba Swimming Provincials as well, so stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for more action between Pilot Mound Buffaloes and Swift Current Wildcats as, we continue to broadcast the rest of the season for both of these teams. But, I am Seth Rock, the play-by-play guy of this game, along with Corey Thiessen signing off.